All right, so Josh is gonna jump in this video when he comes for his mock. But we're gonna start. This is my mock. This was filmed last night. I feel like I would probably do some different stuff, but I didn't do any trades. Before I start, like I'll talk about this speculation Stroud might not go two. So maybe like they take Will Anderson and then three, the Cardinals trade down to one of these teams that need a quarterback like the Titans. But this is just no trades, so I'm just gonna do it how it is. Obviously, the NFL draft is random. And I feel like this, I don't know if you agree, Steve, but I feel like this year is the hardest year in years personally. Like I get because
Yeah.
there's so many like it's not that like deep as in like, but I feel like the first like 20, 30 players are really, really good and can go anywhere.
hmm
So it's like, do you go for like position need? Like you're a Giants fan. Do you think it's best to go position need or just best player available and then fit him into the scheme somehow before I go into it?
Um, well, you're talking about for
Well,
the
it depends on the
Giants, or
player
like
too, right? No, just
you're
in
talking
general.
about
All right, just in general, honestly.
I think I'm always a person that believes you should draft your biggest need. But I know that's like a hot take because everybody always thinks like you got to draft like if need matches with best player available, yeah. But like let's say your need is like receiver, but receiver's like the eighth best player on your board, then you're not gonna reach and take receiver. But like if it just depends on the team. But if your need guy is in your top three, I think you got to take him because if it's like, especially if it's like your biggest need. But I don't know. It really depends on the team and like the Giants. I'll just use the Giants example. If Addison's there at 25, there's no way we pass on him.
Yeah,
I understand.
100%. I agree.
I understand that. Don't get me wrong. I know Canty's probably higher on their board. Maybe Forbes is because like those are probably top consensus top 25, like
Or
top 20.
Banks too, if Banks fell a little bit.
Yeah. No, yeah, like don't get me wrong. I know that Addison might not like Addison, in my opinion, the only reason why the Giants were able to get him at 25 is because he had a mediocre combine. Otherwise,
Yeah.
he'd be gone in the top 15, 20 picks. So Addison is a guy that's like falling, and I don't really understand why. Same with Johnston. I don't really get it, but I'm not gonna complain because I want one of those guys really bad. So I think that if Addison's there at 25 and Johnston is, you can, if you're the Giants, pass on one of those guys because they're undoubtedly top 25 prospects.
Do you have any like flaming hot takes? Like maybe it's just I don't know if it's just a player getting
Well, I
traded
gotta show.
or
I
a
mean,
pick.
if you open up my mock draft, I'll talk about it. But like, do you want to go in depth of why you have what you have each pick, or
Yeah, I'll just go into it. Well, Josh said he's 5 minutes away, but I'll start it, and if we have to like retract a little bit, that's fine. But we won't spend too much time. Bryce Young one. I don't think that's obviously it's not hot. He's at minus 3,000 now. I think he's an easy pick at one. Two Texans with Stroud. I know people are saying that they should tank and get Caleb Williams, but like organizations tank, not players. And I always thought that in sports. Like, bro, if you're playing for a team and you're in the NFL, you're in the NBA, they play to win. Like, they're not gonna like be like, okay, let's fucking lose this game so we get Caleb Williams next year. Like, players don't tank. Like, they want to win. They're still like people. Like, they're competitive. Like, and if you have players on your team that don't want to win, why the fuck are they in the NFL? So
well,
I
hear me out
think
though.
like,
The
what's
Texans, the
up?
Texans, the Texans. I understand what you're saying. If I was the Texans, I wouldn't pass on Stroud,
Yeah.
but Caleb Williams is undoubtedly the best
Oh yeah,
college
but
quarterback.
but what are the odds that
And
they get?
and if
Because
the
what's the difference?
Texans have two top 12 picks, they can easily trade down one two for somebody that needs a quarterback.
You would
So
have to get multiple.
the
I think
Texans
you would
have
have to get
the
multiple
Texans
firsts.
have so many needs. So if they can go down to four and get like a Will Anderson or a Jalen Carter, and then take it in Jigba at 12, suddenly that's two really bright cornerstone pieces, and they still need a lot more. So I think the Texans need to have a really good draft to actually become relevant in the NFL.
Yeah.
I think that if they can get some cornerstone pieces, then get their quarterback. Because think about it, once you get your rookie quarterback, you have
So you're saying
5 years.
build that O line, the trenches, and everything else
I don't,
before.
I don't hate it for the Texans only because I think that they're such a bad football team that if you
Yeah.
put Stroud on them, they probably win like 4 games, maybe. Like I don't
And
like
then
the
it's gonna
South.
be like, and then it's gonna be like, oh, is Stroud even the answer? But it's not his fault. You know what I mean? It's just like
Yeah,
Field.
like
It's the same thing with
it's like a
Fields that he didn't
yeah,
win
it's
that
like
many
a
guys. Yeah.
field, it's like a Fields thing. Like I feel like they should judge. Like I don't know, if Stroud's there too, I would take him personally, and then figure out everything else.
Okay.
But I understand the other point, like getting two really nice pieces and just trying to build, and then next year, or maybe even the year after, getting Caleb or May, or then maybe in 25 taking quarterback. Dude, their team is so bad. Like I think it really takes like a long time for this team to be good. Like I
Yeah,
really no one wants to hear that because it's the NFL and people want to think that you can turn around like that, but their team stinks. Like
yeah,
I don't. It's, the only thing they have going from them is their division stinks.
yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna move down to Will Anderson 3. Last year the people were talking about Will Anderson going 1. I just think they take best player available on their board. Will Anderson. Some people were saying Tyree Wilson, some people were saying Jalen Carter, but maybe Carter with his issues, I think will fall a couple more picks. Yeah, I think it just makes sense for them. I think to build that, and obviously tank. Their team doesn't have Kyler, so I think they're gonna do bad. And it's going to be weird. What happens if the Cardinals are the worst team in the league and they're the first pick, and you have to trade Kyler? But I can also see them trading down here because I know they also like Paris Johnson a lot. So I can see them trading down to a team that needs a quarterback. Uh, maybe the maybe the Titans or another team. I don't know, but I don't know that NFL how it works. Like
But I don't have the Cardinals making this pick.
what's up?
I don't want to spoil it, but I don't have the Cardinals making
Yeah,
this pick.
I was gonna do that. The Titans move up, but it doesn't matter now. It's too late. I did no trades, so it's fine. Will Levis for Colts. I just feel like more and more time is going by, and I think Will Levis at Colts. I like that a lot. 5 Jalen Carter. I don't think the Seattle Seahawks pass up probably honestly the best player in this draft, and they get him at 5, which is phenomenal. I think he's gonna be really good. 6, I was between the Witherspoon and the guy that fell in my draft, actually, that I probably should have put up, like you were saying, Christian Gonzalez. I was going to put Gonzalez at 7, but Tyree Wilson was favored to go 2. So I just haven't fallen. I think if he doesn't go 2 or 3, he's going to fall a little bit because I think the other teams have other needs and they like players on the board better. But what do I know?
Witherspoon's awesome. Witherspoon's awesome, but
So yeah,
I think
Witherspoon 6 to
this
be
is an
obviously they
insane
covered a
corner class. But
yeah,
there's
it
no
is.
way Gonzalez is the first one off the board, in my opinion.
I mean, Witherspoon's favored to go before Gonzalez, but I was between Witherspoon and Gonzalez with this pick, but I was just looking at other mocks and it just said more and more people with Witherspoon. So I was like, all right, I'll take what the betting favorite says. 8 Bijan. I really think they're gonna allergies would be
We have
dead.
some similar things in our mocks.
Allergies would be dead. Like he would just be a handcuff. Like I'm sorry, he was a 5th rounder out of BYU, linebacker turned running back. Like yeah, he was good because of the system and the O line. And
I have a
yeah, they
question.
just like to run the ball, but I think
I have a
Bijan to
question.
the Falcons is more and more likely. Yeah, what's up?
If the Falcons suck this year, right?
Yeah.
Does Arthur Smith get another year?
I mean, I don't know. It's tough. We'll see how
He
it is.
should
Like
though, because
he
he
should.
should because he's
He's
never had a
building
chance to actually draft his guy a quarterback.
yeah, he never draft a quarterback, so I
He's
mean
never had a
maybe
quarterback.
the Falcons I mean they're gonna try out Ritter, the Brizzler. We'll see how he is. Paris Johnson to the Bears. I think it makes sense. Ohio State guy played with Fields. I think Fields likes him. I'm assuming he likes him, and I think they need to build an offensive line. They need to build a young core to build around Fields and help that running attack. Maybe they take a running back in second, 3rd round, and they got some weapons now after trading for DJ Moore. I think it was a fantastic trade down for them. And the Panthers could be asked next year too, so it could be another top 10 pick. It could be a really bad trade long term. But I understand you're trading down from the first pick. So
Going
then,
to I think the Panthers finished second place easily.
what's up?
I think the Panthers finished second place easily though.
You think so? I mean, they could.
Yeah,
They
I
could.
think
They have
with
a good young
Stroud,
team. They got a good young team. Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
I think Stroud or Young though could easily help them win the division too because that division's so bad.
No,
Saints
you're
probably
right.
win it.
You're right. You're right. I feel like the Saints would probably be my pick. But speaking of the Saints, this is the pick from the Saints. A lot of people have JSN. A lot of people have Bijan. I really thought about it. How do you build long term
Eagles draft in the
sustainability?
trenches. Eagles draft in the trenches. They always do.
Yeah, I think they want to build long term
If Bijan's there at 10
sustainability.
though, if Bijan's there at 10, they're gonna
It
go
gets
Bijan.
freaky.
But he's
Yeah, no, it
not.
gets freaky. Yeah, he's not though.
No, but you
So I
don't
got
have him there, so
I got Peter Skoronczyk.
people
Whatever
think
the
he could
fuck.
be a Hall of Fame offensive lineman.
Tackle. Yeah, I don't really watch offense. I mean, I just kind of look at the
He could play
rankings
all
and see
five.
what
He could
people
all. He could
say.
play all five.
Yeah, and
He could play all five.
I guess him being versatile helps a lot. You know, they have like one of the best offensive lines. If probably not the best offensive line, but some of the guys like Kelsey and Lane Johnson are getting older.
Retire soon. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So you want to build a young, and those are great mentors. Those are 2 of the best offensive linemen in the league. So obviously it's going to help his development. Obviously they know what they're doing as a running attack unit over there.
Mhm.
This guy falls. Honestly, the more I think about it, I think a team is more likely to trade up for this guy that I have the next pick, like in the top 7 or 8. Maybe because some of these teams, like if the Raiders aren't taking a quarterback, might as well just trade down and get an extra first from the Titans or get extra picks. It makes sense. But again, I'm doing no trades. Anthony Richardson to the Titans. I think it's phenomenal. I think Tannehill would start this year, but he
I
would
feel
help
like they're
him.
not gonna. I feel like they don't have the right. Listen, I think I love Nick Venditti, but I think the Titans are a mess, and
Yeah,
I
they
don't.
are.
I don't trust the Titans to actually be a good spot for Richardson personally. I
Okay.
think that they're just like such a mess, and coaching is such a mess there that I think that they would mess him up.
Okay. Next
I don't know.
pick, JSN Texans gets paired with his quarterback, CJ Stroud. This would be fire. This would be fire as fuck. I would love this. Obviously, they have other needs. This is more of like a homer pick, but I just don't see JSN falling. Maybe he falls to 13. I think the team at 13 would take him. The team at 14 would take him, and 15. So I think if he doesn't go 12, he would go 13, 14, or 15. I can even see him going even higher. Next player, Michael.
You're high on there.
Yeah, I am high on Mayer. I just think white athletic tight end. They do need a tight end. I was thinking about Dalton Kincaid, but he did have some knee problems coming into the draft, so that's why I have him falling a little bit. But 18's not even falling that much. Like I think that's still pretty high for Kincaid. But yeah, I don't know why. I just have I look at the team. Obviously they have other needs, but I just went with Mayer, called it a day. The next pick, Luke Van Ness, white guy. Caucasian, went to Iowa, very conservative guy, I'm assuming. I don't fucking know, but I feel like Bill Belichick likes his white guys that are smart. He's probably like a smart guy. I don't fucking know about Luke Van Ness, but I just think that they go with the white guy. So that's probably pretty racist, but it's just a fact. Right. Broderick Jones from the Jets. Maybe they don't trust Becton. I mean, Becton's kind of been a project and he's been fat as shit eating McDonald's and shit. I don't know, he's been pretty big. I think they just
Jets
go
are
another
going.
offensive line.
I think Jets are going online unless Jigba's there personally.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Okay, I think Washington in this situation is ecstatic because the guy that could have easily won at 6, go to
I think
16 is phenomenal.
plays out. That's the best value in the draft so far, from what I've
Yeah,
seen.
easily. Okay. Next pick is a no-brainer. Like I think this is probably the easiest pick in the draft for this team if this guy falls there. Joey Porter Jr. What's up,
Very,
Josh? Well,
very
wait.
freaking.
So I'll stop right now. We just went through the first 16 picks. I don't know if you have any comments.
Cowards.
Bro, I have class. Jesus Christ. I'll wait for Josh for a second. But maybe I'll pause it actually for a second. All right, so obviously Josh just got here, but I went through the first 16 picks. Josh, I did no trades by the way, so that's why some of the players it's like maybe
Yeah,
teams will trade up.
I would say yeah, because Stroud's probably not going to go 2 at this point, right? I don't think so.
I feel like it's low key like smoke. I don't know. I really don't know. Maybe have a team trade up to see what they can get.
I guess yeah.
I think they want Stroud, but they're inclined to trade the pick if they could change their franchise and build a lot around it. Like let's say they trade Stroud, they trade the rights to Stroud, the second pick, and they can move down to like in the later half of the top 10, and then they can acquire a future first, a future second, a future third, another future second, and then more shit. Obviously they'll do that then because then they'll be able to build a team a lot easier. But in that case, I think it's just smoke. Because if they know, if we know the Texans are taking, if they,
Only thing
what's
is
that?
you got to speed up. You got to speed up a little bit so we can actually be a watchable video. Like you know
Yeah,
what I
okay.
mean?
All right. So I went through the first 16 picks. Is there anything, Josh, that's like surprising, or why did you put him there so I could talk about it real quick?
Uh, the Falcons are 8.
Yeah, the Falcons pick 8. Yeah.
Wow. You think they go? You think they go Bijan at 8?
Yeah, they love running the football. It's obvious that they made Tyler Allergies a fifth down running back out of BYU relevant. Might as well just get another guy. I think Allergies would be the backup.
I would switch
and then
Mayer and
Bijan.
Kincaid, but other than that,
Just because I originally had Kincaid where Mayer was, but then the knee injuries and him not being able to run the 40 and do the combine is why I did it like that. That was just my personal opinion. Okay, so now I'm to Joey Porter Jr. Obviously, his dad still is legend. They need cornerback really bad. I think it makes perfect sense. I think it's just the ideal fit. Okay. Lions, 18, Dalton Kincaid. Obviously, they got rid of TJ Hawkinson. I don't know why. Kincaid, like, he'll just fit that role. They can go a lot of other positions here, but I just have Kincaid to the Lions. You know, tight end's a very important position. It's like your sixth alarm in the NFL, and he's a great receiver. I think he'd be a really good player in this league. Brian Branch, phenomenal player. I could see him go earlier. People were saying to the Patriots and even earlier than that, and then I could see him fall into the middle
I
20s.
don't personally. I
And
understand
he's
what
very
people say about
versatile.
Branch is versatile, but dude, he's like undersized. Like I know he's gonna go early, but like I don't.
I'm pretty sure he can
It's a
play
weak.
corner too.
It's like a weak. It's a weak safety class. I don't know.
I feel
But I
like it's
understand.
maybe I'm tweaking. Maybe it's been like that the last couple of years. I feel like there hasn't been that. I feel like last year only one safety won the first one. I could be wrong though. Or maybe there was the year before. I don't really
Last
remember.
year, trying to think
Was
last
that?
year's safety.
It doesn't matter. We don't got to talk about it. 20 Nolan Smith. I think that's a phenomenal. I think for him to drop here to the Seahawks would be nice. They always make right picks. I think Seattle knows what they're doing with their front office. Obviously, what they've been doing. So have Jalen Carter and Nolan Smith, both Georgia guys together. That's fucking gross. Like that's just gross.
That's
Next
what I
pick.
was, that's what I was
Next
missing in
pick.
my mock.
Chargers. Zay Flowers. Again, I got it's versatile. I love Zay Flowers a lot. I think I would love this fit a
Wow,
lot.
you got
I
Zay
think.
going? Yeah. Like that,
What's
actually.
up?
No, I was gonna say I had my order was Addison Flowers QJ. You have the opposite.
Yeah. Yeah. So then I have Quentin Johnson next pick. So they have Bateman, they have Odell. So I think they just go with a bigger receiver. They got Quentin Johnston, plays outside, and then they would have Andrews and Dobbins. And then I think they would get Lamar. I think Lamar would want to sign. Obviously, there's speculation tonight that Hopkins might go to the Ravens. I think Ravens, Chiefs, and Bills are the three teams. I don't think the Ravens should take. I don't think unless Lamar is like, I'm not playing here without him. I think he should. They should go wide receiver. Like I don't think they should. I mean, what are they gonna pay second? And like, what is he worth? He's definitely worth a second still. Hopkins, even to take that contract, right? Or now
What?
Hopkins is not worth a
Hopkins,
second.
he's
I
not. You
think
don't think so?
I think he's worth a second to a contender.
Anyway, we can keep going. Deontay Banks. I was thinking about putting Addison here, but I knew Steve would be upset, and then it puts me in a weird position for the Giants. So I was like, all right, they also do need a corner. They just got rid of Pat Pete. So Deontay Banks, best corner on the board. Yeah. Next, Miles Murphy. I don't know too much about Miles Murphy. I'm not gonna lie. I know he's a good player. He went to Clemson, so I just like I don't know. And they need an edge rusher, so I was like Clemson, Trevor Lawrence. I don't know. I don't know that much about. I can't lie. I don't know that much about any of these players besides the offensive positions. Jordan Addison fits like a glove. I think Steven would nut in
Yeah, I
his
mean,
pants.
this is just like an
Like,
obvious fit.
No, I think that would be. I think that would be a steal at 25. I think they could. I think they get the second best wide receiver in the class at 25 as the fourth. So I think it's like a hand
agree.
glove fit. Uh, I'm not gonna say his first name. I guess it's Kalijah. I think that's probably how to chance. Okay. D line at a Pitt.
He's
I was gonna
he's
say
off.
I was gonna say a tight end here, but the tight ends. They're not taking the third tight end here.
Dude, I'm
They're
not
favored to
kidding.
take a tight end.
Chancey could easily go top 20. I think he's really good.
I don't know too much about him, but okay. Next pick, Bills, Emmanuel Forbes. Again, another corner. And their secondary is fucking gross. Like they would have him, they would
Wow.
have White, they would have Poyer, they would have Hyde, and obviously DeMar Hamlin. Can't forget about him. Rest in peace. But
Dude,
fuck.
you have Will McDonald the fourth going the fourth. Nah, it's not even a real person. If they call his name tonight, I actually
Willie Mill.
What's up? I actually don't know. Like these last couple guys, these are NPCs. Like I'm not gonna lie, that's a creative character. Like I don't know who Will McDonald is. I was thinking about putting Gibbs there, but I was like, maybe I should have put. Honestly, I probably should have put Gibbs there. Now I'm thinking about it.
It completes your shove. Mixon's not their starting running back. If Mixon, if you get Gibbs,
No,
there,
I'm thinking Bengals go Shard second round. That's what I'm thinking.
all right,
Or
cool.
like, yeah, I don't need to talk about an O lineman out of Florida. Jameer Gibbs to the Eagles. That would be so. Like they have Peter Skoronski and Gibbs. They cooked. Like they literally cooked. And then offensive lineman to the Chiefs because they just like the Eagles. They won a Super Bowl and like they built a really.
I
good
think it's either going to be
line.
Hyatt or a lineman. That's what I
Not
would
high in the
think.
first round. I feel like it's. I mean, High would be he's a Hall of Famer. So whoever gets him, it would be.
He's a gold jacket player that's fallen. I don't see.
All right. So overall, we're gonna go to you. But I know
Newman,
Steve, you're horny, obviously.
I like yours. 1 second. Okay, I like yours a lot because you have a lot of similar things to me. But some things I don't really like. But you have to see mine first. Obviously, we have differing opinions, but it doesn't mean it's a bad mock draft because I can see this happening.
All right, hold on.
I sent you the new link. Not the old one, the new one.
I'm gonna pause. We can say we're good. All right, now
Yeah.
we're up to part 2 of the video. Steve's mock draft was on with the first 10. Steve, wow, we got some trades in here. All right, so do you want to go?
All right, so
Get trades. Fuck.
So obviously Bryce is going 1 tonight. This is where it gets freaky. I think the Colts trade up to 2 to secure their guy. For some reason, they just look like they love Levis. I don't know what it is. I think he's going 2. And then this is where it gets really interesting. I think the Seahawks just shove up and get Stroud because I think if they had Stroud, and he develops the way I think he can, they'd be like one of the teams to beat in the NFC. So I think I understand they can use some defense, but I don't even think they'd have to trade number 20 to get Stroud. Probably just a second and something else because they're only moving up 2 spots. So I think it makes sense for the Cardinals to get a second back and maybe another 4th. I don't know what the exact details will
Oh,
be.
nah, it has to be multiple seconds and thirds. I'm not gonna lie,
I
it's still.
would say, second this year, second next year. I was thinking that, but like they're not going to give up 20. I don't think so. They don't have to.
No, they don't have to give up 20 for sure.
So Stroud to the Seahawks is like the dream spot for him. And then I think Anderson Jr. to the Texans makes a lot of sense. Best defensive player in the class.
So they still get
Carter-
their guy that they want.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Carter at 5. Cardinals aren't going to be mad because Jalen Carter could end up being the best player in the class, and they can have some seconds on top of it. Tyree Wilson of the Lions. Wilson's a highly claimed defensive player in this draft too. I think the Lions will be very happy with this. And I think Christian Gonzalez is the best corner in this class. So I think that it's the Raiders' biggest need by far. And I think he's a top 10 player easily. So need is matching up with talent. I have Bijan of the Falcons at 8. I agree with that. They love running the football. They're trying to get as many weapons as possible and then get a quarterback next year. That's how I'm reading it. This is where it gets interesting. I think the Patriots get a Rich. I think they shove up for Rich. I don't know why. Like they got Cam Newton a few years ago, and I think that Bill Belichick would love to work with a young, athletic quarterback like Richardson. And like Mac Jones obviously will be the starter.
What
from
did
day
it?
one.
What would? Oh, so they would just have Mac Jones for 1 year. I think they would want to trade Mac Jones at that point. No.
Maybe Mac gets traded later, but there's no point. Mac Jones can play this year, and if he's good, he's not. If he's good, what do they win? 8 games? Like I don't know. I think Richardson is a perfect fit here, and they could build around Richardson. I don't like Bill Belichick's still one of the best coaches in the game, so I think
So
he could.
they have to trade a future first, or now? Do they trade 15 and then what is it?
From 14 to 9. I don't like that's the thing with this app. You don't have to put the full trade. I think maybe it would be a like 2 2s. Like I don't know.
So
Like
the
Bears
204 and the 204 and at 25 seconds.
I just don't see them having to trade as much going from 14 to 9. Maybe a first. I don't know. Depends. Maybe a first where they get back a second. I don't know. And then I agree. I have Skronsky going 10 to the Eagles. I just think that's a perfect fit. They always draft in the trenches. Lane Johnson's not going to be there for much longer. Neither will Kelsey. Skronsky can play all 5 on the O-line. So I really like that fit. I think that's a good fit. I would hate that because I'm a Giants fan, but that's a good fit for them. But if Bijan's there at 10, I think they take Bijan. I just don't think he'll be there. All right. Ready for
Oh my god, I'm depressed looking at this shit now. Real quick, I was gonna bet Zay Flowers under 21 at a plus 150. Now he moved to minus 102 at 19.5. So yeah, he's going up draft. But I told you Zay Flowers gonna be a second receiver. I'm not even trying to say it, but I did say Zay
Wait,
Flowers.
can you go to my next?
Dude, you're literally
Yeah.
LeBron.
Yeah, I'm not LeBron. Nah, I've been gassing up Zay Flowers.
Oh.
Anyway, wait, there's one thing I want to say
Alright.
about this.
All right, can you go to my next one first?
Yeah, I wanted to comment on it.
Always
come-
say this shit.
I don't think I don't know if Seattle trades up, to be honest,
They don't.
and I don't think the Colts trade up, to
you're
be
telling me-
honest.
hear me out.
I don't think it
You're
makes sense
telling-
for either teams.
You're telling me if Stroud makes it to 3, you can't see them doing it?
He is probably going to make it.
They
to 3.
probably have the most to offer, but I think they'd rather sit.
They'd rather
not
just
gonna
sit and get the best player and get
Dude, they're
Jalen
gonna get
Carter at
Jalen
5.
Carter at 5. Like,
But
Geno
dude,
Smith
Geno
was
Smith,
phenomenal.
Geno Smith
Dude, Geno
isn't
Smith
like
is
their
mad good. Like, I'm not gonna
He's
lie.
not
He
like
looks
their
fantastic.
Bro, you're going off name value. He literally was a top 7, 8 quarterback this year.
No, I know he was good, but he's also 34. That was the best season of his life.
I got a new shirt.
I guess, but
I
I don't know. Maybe you're
You
right.
know,
I could see them doing it. I just don't think they should.
They could flip. They could also like flip Geno in a year for like a first. I
I think they should. I think they'd rather just I don't know, use it on like a guy that could be like a cornerstone defensive guy for the rest of his career, and
Maybe, but I
maybe
could
like
also see
sign
them
a
like
big name in the offseason.
49ers shoved up for Lance when they had Garoppolo and went to the Super Bowl. So like I don't know. All
Dude,
right. So I think Zay Flowers goes 11 to the Titans. I read something that said they told him
wow.
to enjoy to get used to Nashville. I'm not how true that is, but I think it's a perfect fit, and it would also be so funny because Newman
By the
just
way, I
got
just put
hurt.
100 on Zay Flowers under.
Oh, all
After
right.
seeing this, I just put 100.
So I got Njigba going 12 to the Texans. I think everybody has that. I
Dude,
can
you
see
have the Titans passing on Paris Johnson, bro.
You have
Mhm.
Zay Flowers at 11?
Dude,
Yeah.
dude, they don't pass on Paris
That's
Johnson. I'm not gonna
crazy,
lie,
Steve.
dude.
That's absurd.
I
That's
saw something that
ridiculous.
they told Zay to get used to Nashville.
Bro,
I'm gonna
it's
go
all
off that.
speculation. It's all
Nah,
bullshit,
I'm
bro.
going off that. Going off that. I'm serious. I'm going off that.
That's a
Okay.
Titans move. That would be so gross.
Yeah. Witherspoon, they don't know what they're doing there. I could definitely see that. Witherspoon at 13 is a great fit because he's an awesome corner. Pair him with Jair Alexander. That's two friggin' stud corners. Corner's a premier position. Paris Johnson Jr. at 14, they trade down. They still get their guy. It's great business from the Bears. Broderick Jones, the Jets at 15, and O-line helped really bad. I don't know where Beckton's at.
Yeah,
I think
that's
Kincaid blew the first tight end off the board. He's the best pass catcher in this class. It was always Mayer, and then it was always Mayer until it wasn't. Kincaid's a better pass catcher. I think Washington's trying to open up their offense. Joey Porter Jr. to the Steelers is one of the ones I'm most confident in. I just definitely see Porter Jr. going to the Steelers. They need
yeah.
corner help. Dad's a legend there.
Yep.
Forbes to the Lions. They desperately need a corner, and I think that makes a lot of sense. He's a great corner. He's probably like the third or fourth best corner in this draft. Nolan Smith to the Bucks. I can see Nolan Smith going top 15 to get him at 19 is a steal. Bucks need all the help they can get on defense. And this is where it gets interesting. I think the Giants jump the Chargers and they jump all those teams and get Addison because I think
Wow.
Addison because I
Bang.
think that the Seahawks are going to try to want to regain some of the capital they lost in the Stroud trade, and I think that we could probably get him for cheap. I don't think it costs that much to go. Maybe a fourth this year and the next year 3 to go up like 5 spots in the back end of the first. Doesn't cost that much, but Seahawks will take more capital obviously because third and fourth are good picks.
You have a
I think
lot of
Addison.
trades. You should bet
That's
the
always.
over on trades. It's 2.5.
I think Addison to the Giants makes so much sense. I think they're going to try to jump to get him.
Where do you bet that, Josh? Do you know, by the way?
What?
Not Allison. The fucking over under trades. They won trades.
I have no clue, to be honest. I didn't know this was a thing.
I
I would
know.
probably
got-
set it like, what, like 2.5?
Yeah, but I would take the over. Or maybe I don't know. It's tough.
I don't love this fit. Johnson to the Chargers because he's like exactly like Mike Williams.
Mike Will, yeah, I don't like that. Not gonna
I
lie.
don't love it, but I think he's a really good receiver, and they're looking into the future, like hindsight. And to get a guy like Johnson would be awesome for them, I think, because I think Williams is not that good. I think he's a way better Mike Williams, if I'm being honest. And then Van Ness to the Ravens. Ravens love defensive players. So I think it makes sense. Vikings, I get the Hooker hype, but I can see them being more in on Lance, to be honest. And I think Cansey's a great fit. I think Cansey's a great player. And
Wait, I
Branch
didn't
to the
even peep. I didn't even peep that you took 3 tight. My bad. I was not paying attention. I didn't realize you took 4 tight ends in the first round. That's wild. I'm not gonna lie.
I'll get to that. So Branch, I got going to the Jaguars because he can play all over the field, and the Jaguars have done a lot of work with him. Mayer is falling in this a lot, and I think if Mayer falls to the Seahawks at 25,
I like that fit, actually.
they're doing
Musgrave in
jumping.
first. Wow.
They're doing jumping jacks. Listen, I trust Daniel Jeremiah a lot. I love Jeremiah, and he has Cowboys taking a tight end. I think so too, but he has them taking Musgrave, so I don't think this is that far fetched. I think Musgrave definitely goes in the first round if the Cowboys, if Mayer.
I'm gonna check his odds for you to go first one.
If Mayer and Kincaid are gone, I think Musgrave goes for and the Cowboys.
Musgrave action in first? Why not?
This is where it gets interesting. I think the Bills reach a little and go Darnell Washington. He's a super athletic.
No Laporta is crazy. Not gonna lie.
I think Laporte is just looking and counting all the tight ends on before him and makes him even better. That's my thinking. Washington going 27 is just it's a great fit for him. They throw the ball the most in the NFL. I think Hyde or Downs would be really sick there too. But I think that they can maybe try to get one of those guys, like a receiver in the second round. I think the Bills are going to go heavy offense this draft. I think Washington at 27 is Washington go defense at 27 now, but I think Washington at 27 is a great fit for them because they really need a tight end.
Yeah.
I know Knox there, but I think Washington's like a super athletic tight end.
Dina Cole is
Yeah.
dead. Knox and what's his name? Ferguson. Knox and Ferguson. Yeah, I guess
Gibbs at
Musgraven.
Gibbs at 28 is a perfect fit for him. Burrow likes to dump the ball off a lot. I think it's a great fit.
I agree.
This is the Mixon agenda show here.
Wait, you have Mixon in the league? Or?
I'm a Mixon owner.
Oh wow, that sucks. That's tough.
Yeah, Banks at 29. Not as bad as being an Eckler owner, but you know.
Yeah, it's true. Banks at 29 is a great fit. He's the best player on the board to pair him with Lattimore. He's really the best player on the board at this spot, so I think it seems to be really Hooker. Somebody's trading into 30 for Hooker. I don't know who it is.
I like it.
It just makes way too much sense. It's either gonna be the Lions or the Raiders, personally, or the Vikings. It just makes so much sense to get the 5 years on Hooker because he's 25. He's gonna be 25, so you're gonna get 5 years on him.
This career's gonna be over.
Like there's a chance. It could be over after that. And Hooker's perfect for the Raiders. I think Hooker to the Raiders is a great fit for him, honestly. And 31 is a very good fit. Go to the next one.
I don't know. That's it's just one pick. It's literally just one pick. Just tell me the pick.
Darnell Wright from Tennessee. They need a left tackle. They just lost Orlando Brown. I think Darnell Wright's I think they're going to go offensive tackle or Hyatt, but I think Darnell Wright makes sense because left tackle is one of the most important positions in football, and they don't have one. So, what do you think overall? I know, like I had some outlandish things, but I think it's not that bad.
I mean, it's not a Steve mock draft. It's not outlandish. Obviously, you got to do it. That's what I mean. I don't hate it. Obviously, there's some picks and I'm just like, what the fuck, and some trades I'm like, what the fuck. But it's like, whatever. Man.
What trade?
The CJ Stroud. I think it's just an agenda shove. I think that your quarterback one is obviously CJ Stroud, and your brother's a Seahawks fan, so you needed to make it happen. And I think you just gave away your 102. I think we knew it's Stroud, but I think you just like solidified it right now. Josh, any thoughts about that statement I just made?
I mean, obviously, bro, I've said it for months. It's Stroud is Steve's pick if he's keeping the 102. It's obvious.
Where this narrative is coming from, but Stroud at 3 is a great fit for the Seahawks.
It's the Seahawks. Yeah, now it's over. It's wrapped. It's just like, bro, Stroud would have to sit, bro. You know that, right?
I'm not talking about from Dynasty. I don't want him at 102.
I'm just saying Stroud would have to sit. You don't pay him 20. You don't pay a quarterback 25 million. I think if the Seahawks take a quarterback is Anthony Richardson 1,000% or Levis.
I agree with that, but I think the value is too good for Stroud. It lines up too well.
All right, Josh, do you have your mock draft? Did you send it?
Toss a couple.
I sent it to you.
Think about this: to toss a couple seconds at a generational quarterback. I don't know.
I'm gonna pause it so we can go to Josh.
I mean,
all right, who cares, bro? All right, let's go, Josh. I don't know.
I mean,
I got 15 minutes, so we're good. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is just classic, just knowledge of the board. They're gonna go back at this one. They'll be like, wow, how did he do it? I mean,
this is fire. I'm looking at it as fire.
Simple. Bro, I don't think bro, as much as people are jacking it, I don't think the Texans pass up at 2. I don't think they can. I think they got to go Stroud. I think they're going to realize they're panicking. They're being retarded. If they don't get a ridiculous offer for the 2 spot, I think they take Stroud. I think it's very simple. At the 3 slot, they get the best player in the draft, and Will Anderson. That's a home run pick. At 3, you're getting the best guy available. Best guy, I think, on the board completely. And at 4, I think the Colts are going to do what the Colts typically do, and they're going to take a shot on the long guy, and they're going to take Levis. I like Levis' upside. I think he's solid. I think he could be really good, but obviously, at the end of the day, Levis is more like a project guy, but I think he's got ridiculous upside, and that's what the Colts need. Steve had the Hawks moving up a few picks. I think they're perfectly fine where they are. I think they sit and they're more than happy taking Carter. I mean, Carter's another guy that's debatably the best guy in the draft, other than the off the field issues. The guy's super talented. He's awesome. And I think that's a perfect spot for 5. I think Seahawks need a bit more defense, and I think it lines up perfectly. 6, I got this is kind of a weird one. I have the Lions going Witherspoon. I thought because since they let Akuda walk.
Yeah.
I think because they let Akuda walk, maybe they had their eyes on Witherspoon from the start, try to get younger. So I think that's
why Witherspoon over Gonzalez. I just think Witherspoon was better in college.
I have the same. Josh, we have the same top 6, by the way.
We do.
Yep, same exact top 6.
Same exact. Okay, so there you go. Yeah, yeah. I like Witherspoon to the Lions a lot. I think it helps out their secondary. They go defense because everyone knows how good their offense is. And 7, easy pick, A-Rich. There's no question about it. Vegas has to go Richardson here. I think they need a guy. Garoppolo's like decent for now. I think they let Richardson sit for a little bit. And I think it's just a real easy pick here. They shouldn't even think twice. Wilson, people have this guy going too. I don't watch much college football. I was watching highlights of him yesterday. He's pretty good, but I don't think this guy's better than Carter or Will Anderson. I don't think he's deserving to go over them. But I think at 8, when the Falcons need a defensive end, I think it's a pretty solid pick, 100%. And Bears offensive line, they get the best guy at the draft with Skorinski. I think that's another real easy pick there. And then this is kind of I don't understand why the needs say wide receiver, but everyone's
I don't
saying
understand it either. That makes no sense.
everyone's saying JSN to the Eagles apparently because they just want to fill up the slot, I guess, which makes sense.
It's gross.
I just put
That'd
it
be
because
gross.
that would be just ridiculous. It would be pretty cool to see, but I just threw JSN there. I don't know because if they really want a receiver, how the hell are they going to pass up on the top guy at the draft? There,
Yeah.
they don't really need much else. Titans, I went offensive line. They just kind of got to build a foundation a little bit. Like if there's going to be no quarterbacks there, I don't really see them going anything else other than just a really good lineman. I think it'd be kind of stupid to waste a pick on Zay Flowers at 11. I like Flowers, but at the end of the day, like when you have fucking
Trade
Malik
down.
Willis
If you want
throwing-
Flowers, trade down.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like when you have Malik Willis throwing the ball, like what the fuck? Like why are you gonna waste like a top 10 pick on a guy that might be there at like 22 if you really want to like trade up for him or something eventually? So I think Johnson is a good pick there as well.
Question: if JSN goes to the Eagles, where does he go in rookie draft?
Falls.
He falls.
Bad. I think it's bad. Right? Because realistically,
How many mouths can you feed on that team?
Devonta Smith and AJ Brown are more talented than him.
If Addison goes to the Giants and Njigba goes to the Eagles, Addison goes above him.
Yeah, I think so. I really think so.
Pretty
Close.
It's not. I don't think it's close for me. I really don't think so, bro. He would be the third.
JSN, but dude, you're gassing it though. JSN's
I'm
better
not.
than Devontae.
No, he's not. I don't think he
Yeah,
is.
he is.
Bro, compare their stats. Look at Devonta Smith. It's fucking. Bro, look at Devonta
Nah,
Smith.
Devontae Smith is a top like borderline like top like 12.
I will always hate Devontae Smith because the Giants got blue ball out of him. It's just how it's gonna be. Like I'm just never gonna like.
Wow.
You just hate
blow-
Smith because you're. Yeah, I got
Johnson,
Bijan.
blowjob to the Texans. Nice.
I got blowjobs to
blowjob
Texans.
Robinson.
I think
Wow.
I think Pierce's miracle run is up. I don't think they can pass on the value there.
Dude, him and Pierce tandem would be crazy for Nick D. Yeah,
It would be pretty cool.
Yeah, no,
But
it's
yeah,
either
I
Bijan,
just-
it's either Bijan and Pierce or Bijan and allergies for Nick D. He'll have the Wombo combo.
I think this is a slam run draft for Houston. Honestly, they get 2 of top 5 guys in the draft. Stroud and Bijan.
Nah, yeah. Casuals,
I think it's-
casuals have Meyer over Kincaid. Like the Kincaid over Meyer.
Yeah, I think
You know what the books have? You know what the sports books have?
they have Mayer.
Mayer's a minus 250 to be the first tight end. So
All
that's
right,
why
so
I
Vegas
tell.
is-
That's why it's
Vegas is asleep.
Vegas is
tonight.
asleep. They're asleep.
They're asleep.
I like
I
Zay
got
Flowers 14.
yeah.
I
I
like
got
Zay Flowers.
Kincaid 3.
I
I like
personally think
Zay.
Zay Flowers is probably gonna go 14, but I wanted to have the Patriots straight up for Richardson because
Yeah, Zay just screams. a
he
Patriot.
screams Patriot. I've been saying this for months. I
Yeah.
actually agree with
He's
this.
Patriot.
Yeah, Steve has been saying
He
this for
just
months.
looks
For
like a
sure.
Patriot to me.
He just
Yeah,
like
it-
Zay Flowers will probably go to the Patriots tonight. I've been
He
saying it for
sounds
months.
like a Patriot. You say his name's Zay Flowers.
Zay
Like you
Flowers.
just
Like,
He
Zay
went to
Flowers-
Boston College. Like the guy just
Like-
screams Patriot.
Yeah, for
He
sure. All
does.
right, we can keep going.
Jets, they need a tackle. Becton's a fat fuck. Never stay on the fucking field. So Darnell Wright, I think it's a good pick. I think it's solid. Their defense is pretty awesome. They just want to get some extra help for the line there. I think it's solid. I don't really see
Dude.
many good linebackers on the board. I don't think they'd reach. I think they'd rather just take the guy that they need at the position they need.
Oh, not to interrupt. There's a report.
Dude,
from
Christian
Pat
Gonzalez
McAfee.
at 21 is crazy.
If the Patriots stay at 14, I think it's Zay Flowers or Van Ness. That's the guy I had, and then you had Flowers. I don't know what Steve. I don't know what he's doing there, but
Dude, if they stay, I've been jacking Flowers since I learned who he was to the Patriots.
he's not a real
saying that-
person. He's still not a real person.
I actually don't know. He's not going to be real to me until he steps on the podium. Like I just won't think he's real. But like my thing is that they're going to get a quarterback tonight. I think I'm not going to. I think that'd be cool though. Like I was doing more of like a storyline kind of thing.
Word. All right, you can keep going.
Taking some shots in the dark. Why not?
This is kind of a weird one. I don't know. I just thought because they're gonna let Young walk. Maybe they have their eyes on another defensive end. Nolan Smith is pretty damn good, so I thought it wouldn't be a horrible pick. I could low key see them taking the guy at the Seahawks taking 20, the lineman, but I
Yeah.
don't know. The draft never goes according to plan. I think they might take Nolan Smith.
Okay.
Branch to the Steelers. This would be pretty sick with him and Minka. Branch is
Oh my God!
uh,
Breaking news.
what?
Breaking news. Sorry. Growing sense the Texans take a quarterback. See? Yo, bro,
All
wait.
day.
Let me look at the Bucks.
All
Bro.
day.
I was gonna bet. Fuck. Why didn't I do that? I was gonna put 100 on Stroud to go too. I might still do that.
Bro, you're literally LeBron. Like you are literally LeBron.
I had him in my mock draft.
All you do is
He's a plus
lie.
450. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I don't give a fuck. Let's lose some money. Let's get cheeky, Josh.
I like it.
Dude, we're listening to Adam. Nah, no way. Adam's the source. We're sourcing Adam,
What's up?
dude. We're sourcing Adam. You just sourced Adam.
What do you
for
mean I
why we're
sourced
doing
Adam?
this. Adam sent it in the chat. That's why we're doing this.
Yeah, because I'm doing it before the sports books
Adam's
realize
the
I'm.
same guy that thinks Cam Newton sucks.
Yeah, we're doing it. Fuck it. Let's go.
We
Let's
gotta
put
make
it.
a video about that one
Let's
day.
let's
about
waste
Adam's-
some money. Let's go. You're gonna see it live. Let's do it. Plus 450 to go too. Let's do it. Fuck it. They're not taking Will
like it.
Levi.
I like
You
it.
like it? You like the value? Fuck it.
I think everyone's panicking. I think Stroud was the number one, number two guy from the day it started.
I don't know. It's probably backwards. Is it backwards or no?
You want to give me 50 on a Newman?
What's up? You
You want to
telling?
throw 50 for me? Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
take.
Bet.
Let's go.
Let's
Okay,
do it.
let's roll.
Let's do it.
Let's
Let's
roll.
do it.
Stroud, yo. Stroud.
Should I just take
Why
50?
not?
Should I put 100 or we should put 50 each? You think I should put 100 myself? I don't know. I have money, so it's like,
It's up to you. I want 50.
I bet we're putting 50 on it for you.
Dude, what was I gonna
Josh.
say?
Sorry.
My Val was saying to me he thinks that Stroud flunked that test to avoid going to the Texans.
Wait, what did he say?
So Sal was telling me, he's like, dude, I think that Stroud flunked that test to avoid going to the Texans, which is honestly not that stupid of a take. I honestly think that's true.
I don't think so at all. I think
Wait,
he
is it
retired.
Stroud to go to the Texans or Stroud to go to?
Should I go two?
Okay, yeah, that's all day. That's all.
That's all that. That's all. Wait,
Books
let
are
me do it before-
asleep.
Bro, well, no, don't say that because they're gonna probably take it off. They took it
Throw it
off.
in now. Throw it in.
They took it off. They took it off. Wow.
No,
wow,
we didn't get it
caught-
in.
I got you. I got you. I got you. We'll split it. I'm a good friend. I got you.
You put
You
100.
heard? Yeah, look, they took it. Bro, they know. They know.
You put 100 on it.
Sharp. Live sharp. Let's go.
That's alive. That's live.
No, Josh, you're one of my best friends. You got 50 on it with me. Let's ride. Let's ride. You told me I'm gonna be a good friend. I'm not gonna be selfish because we're gonna win together. Dude, that's sharp. Oh,
All right, we gotta get back to this mock.
no, fuck the mock. Let's go. Let's go, Josh. Hurry up.
Let's go.
Let's
Let's
fucking
go, dude. It might be like it might be minus after this.
Oh,
That's easy.
that's
That's
huge.
200 in the account. Okay, wait,
All
no.
right, sorry. Let's. Yo, I have
Didn't
like,
happen.
I have like,
Didn't happen.
I have like 9 minutes.
It didn't happen yet. Oh, okay. So yeah, Mayor, easy pick, real easy there. I don't think it's a question. I don't know much about these guys. 19, 20. I just kind of went off needs. Gonzalez. It's either him or Addison. I feel like. I don't know. I went with Gonzalez. I went with a gut check. I just wanted to take him there. I don't know. Just a feeling. I'm not really sure of a lot of these guys because I don't watch much college football when it gets towards the bottom of the draft. But I was just kind of going off instinct. Newman, go to the next page.
Hold up. My bad. I'm just seeing if like other bets are still there. The top 3 order exactly. Yo, you could still do Bryce Stroud Anderson plus 850.
Dude, they're not taking Stroud. That's the same guy that said the Texans are taking a quarterback. Also said they don't like Stroud.
Does a team trade up to 3, Josh?
Well, we gotta finish this mock.
All right. Well,
I mean, I have like
Addison,
8 minutes anyway. Just do one more.
Addison, Ravens, easy. I could see I don't think the Vikings take a. Yeah, I don't know. This is
I
kind
have
of a
Vikings
weird
taking a
pick.
corner. I have Vikings taking Banks as well.
Yeah, I like Banks here. Jacksonville, they need a bit more defensive help. I think the Miles Murphy's really good. I think it's a good
Nah,
pick for them.
I love the Gibbs shove. I love the Gibbs shove.
Yeah.
Wow. That's
QJ
cheap.
Giants slam dunk pick for them. I love QJ. I think he's the second best guy in the draft. I get he's falling on a lot of people's boards, but I love QJ. I think Giants get a real good pick here. Uh, fucking Dallas. They get a guy to double up with Diggs. I like Joy Porter a lot. I think Bills go Van Ness. They need a bit of they need some defensive help. I think their offense is so good they don't really have to focus on defense. I mean, on offense, to be honest, I think they get the best guy available with Ness. Forbes. Everyone knows how shit the Bengals secondary is, so he was the best guy on the board. Gibbs, that's an all-day pick. He's not falling past the Saints, in my opinion. I think the Saints are going to get their Kamara 2.0 with him. Brees, Eagles just get a second guy. Help out the defensive line. I mean, their guys are aging. Graham, Cox, all those guys. I think Graham retired this year, right? Cox.
What's up?
No, I think they're both back or Graham retired.
So they're all ridiculously old. So I think just get a second guy to kind of come in there, and then Will McDonald at 31 for the Chiefs. Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like it's like 22 out of like 31 of my picks are gonna hit. I love my draft. I think it's cash. Anything you guys think?
I like that we all kind of went different directions for picks. I mean, listen, it's gonna be chaos tonight, so I'm really excited. I like your
I'm
draft.
excited.
I listen. I think some of your guys. I don't know if they'll fall this far, but I like some of the spots are really cool.
I don't know.
I think so too. All right. Anything else?
Like
Wrapping it up.
the only one that's a little bit of a reach is I don't see Christian Gonzalez falling past like 10.
This guy's a Gonzalez fucking truther, bro.
You're a big Gonzalez guy too.
Yeah, I don't know. He's like long, he's athletic, he's like quick, and he's like a really good like corner. I don't know. I just think he's gonna be.
It's just because the positional value of a corner. I don't know. I
Yo,
play a lot of these
you
guys.
ain't-
I also think he
Josh.
has like a. I also think he has like a sick name, like Christian Gonzalez.
Yeah,
is, like, a tough
cool name.
Will
Like,
Levis went from minus odds to be the second pick to him being plus 1,000 to the second pick and Stroud being locked. I just want you to I want to let you know that. So I think we just fucked. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I think that was
What's Levis? What's Levis?
plus 1,000 to go to now.
Wow, we did it.
Right? Am I
That's
bugging?
a
He was
live
minus odds.
snipe.
He was minus odds this month. Now
That's a
I'm
live
minus-
snipe. What's Stroud's line at now?
It's locked. It's still locked. But you could bet him to be a top bro, him to be a top 5 pick is a minus 300. I mean, I'm not gonna
No,
bet
it's-
him minus 300.
Yeah.
All right, end the video because I mean, so that people can actually watch.
Yep. All right. Peace, guys.